Yeah, I look yellow now. I look like a Simpson character because it's like orange. So a while back on my main channel, I had made a stream with one of my friends where we were talking about this guy named Nick Fuentes, right? We were making fun of him because he says some really outrageous shit. For example, one of his slogans was repeal the 19th Amendment, which you don't know what that is. That's the one that gives, females voting rights. And like 2 days ago, apparently, his channel had gotten banned, which I'm not for, but I'm still not for deplatforming of anybody who just talking their fucking mind, even if they say some outlandish shit like that. In the end, it's YouTube's decision, but I don't think the guy should have been, I clown on dude all the fucking time. I still think he's a bit of a wiener, but I'm actually going to take down the video I made on him. It just enforced a mind state I've had for a very long time, and that one is just fuck your politics, Like, I'm not somebody who's ever given a shit about politics. I don't give a fuck what Trump wipes his ass with. I don't give a shit. I don't know why people give fucking politicians so much real estate in their head for free. Like, it just bothers them a lot. One of our greatest rights we have is to be able to actually vote for people into office, to be able to have a say in politics without getting massacred or assassinated. It's a thing, we had a freedom of speech here, So this is the thing about it. If you a politics person, I just click off this because this ain't for you, I'm not somebody, I don't like that energy around me. I don't like the whole politics bullshit. I don't talk about politics. I don't give a fuck what the hell's going on up there. I'm glad some people do, because, if no one gave a shit what the government was doing, then we'd have a fuck fest. They could do whatever the fuck they want, but I just don't give a shit about politics. I never have. And I got in an argument with a couple people about it. I was just calling the dude a fucking loser, basically, because, he has his mommy make his lunch and some other pretty funny shit. And this is the thing, to the people who out there and unironically say words like, I'm going to say it, femoid, or boomer, or blue-pilled, like shit like that, man, trust me on this one. You guys are going to grow up someday and you're going to look back and be like, what the fuck was I doing? Because that shit is just, that terminology, trust me, anybody who's not in your little space, they think it's fucking gay. All right, I'm just going to put that out there. It's like if I walked around using CSGO terms at Walmart, people are going to look at me like I'm fucking crazy. They're like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? That's how it is with really anything, the little community terminology. Like, just talk like a normal fucking person. I just never got arguing over it, because really, there's no right side with politics. Each side got their own fucking thing. Most people who argue it are not open. They're gonna ride their fucking horse or donkey dick. I don't know what the fucking Republican Democrat symbols. I think it's a donkey. I don't know. They're not gonna care what the other person has to say regardless. So that's why I think it's just fucking pointless. Especially when you're talking with people who are just super fucking ignorant and don't care to even learn about the other side of shit. That's why I just don't mess with it, And it always annoys the shit out of me when you at like a family get together or something. Like, this is the thing about, if you're at a family get together, don't bring up politics. Don't be that douchebag who's gonna sit there and be like, well, did you guys hear what Trump did today? He's a fucking fag. Like, don't be that guy. Politics, like I said, there's no right side. Everybody's got their own little take on it. And people get very, very upset about if you don't agree with their politics. So that's why I just think it's a total shitstorm if you just bring it up at especially if a family get together with people you've never seen. It just alienates people. This is a big thing on Facebook and every social media, but I hear about it on Facebook all the time. I've seen just like first person experience. I've had family members who don't talk to each other anymore because they posted about Democrats or some shit. Like, that is that fucking stupid. It was like a 2012 troll face meme. And they posted it, and now the family don't talk to each other anymore because of that. I just think if you hold anything like that up so high that you'll stop talking to people you supposedly care about because they don't agree with you on something, I just think you're a fucking Momo. Again, look, you got your right to your opinion, and people need to discuss politics so the politics themselves don't get out of hand and feel like they got all the power. I get that shit, But around here, especially on this channel right here, this is the only time I'm ever going to talk about politics. And I'm not even saying what side I'm for. Frankly, I don't give a fuck. Personally, I don't vote. I don't give a shit. I don't listen to people who talk about politics. That's one thing about content creators and shit, is they'll get into it and it'll ruin their fucking brand. They'll alienate people because they coincide their fucking political views into it, and it ends up just ruining it for a portion of the audience. Like people like me who don't give a fuck about politics. And then you have what used to be I'm gonna use H3 for an example. I used to watch his shit all the time. I still think he's a great content creator, but his Twitter for a while, and this was when I still used Twitter. I deleted that. I deleted most of my social media. I don't like that shit. It's cancer. I'll talk about it later. Every time I'd get on there, he'd be talking about some reposting this Democrat thing, or this person did this New Deal. He was just posting that shit constantly, and I'm just like, I don't fucking care. I want to see you wear 200 shirts and drive on a little scooter through a mall. I don't give a fuck about your politics. It just alienates people. And that's why I don't get why there's just no point in bringing it up. That's all I got to say. All right, my light bulb went out, so I had to put a new one in. Hope it fucking